Hey everyone, how's it going? Total Level here, as it's Wednesday, which means it's time for another obscurely underrated games video. So if you're new to this and haven't seen any of the previous two before, basically this series is where I pick out 5 games that I find are underrated, along with being a bit more obscure, kind of lesser known, or at the very least forgotten over time, right? And we're doing the original Xbox today, as I really enjoyed the system. When Microsoft got into the console market, I thought it was really cool. They had a strong start with the Xbox, right? So many weird and different exclusives, as well. The system was lacking in a good variety in, say, family-friendly games, or, you know, your JRPGs and Japanese games in general, just without, like, you know, there were a few of, you know, Dead or Alive or Ninja Gaiden, but not too many, right? But original Xbox still had a lot of cool games, and a lot of ones that I found people kind of forgot about or just didn't really check out. So just like last week where I did the Switch, I picked a few games where I feel these are perfect to play for the Halloween horror season. Man, getting hiccups here. But yeah, it's like not all of them, but a few here. So yeah, let's begin, and we start with a zombie game. It is Stubbs the Zombie and Rebel Without a Pulse. So this is like just one of those, you know, cheap bargain bin type of games, but is really, there's a lot more to it. It's a lot more fun than it meets the eye, and they recently did a remaster a few years ago for this on Switch, PS4, Xbox One, and yeah, it's a game you can't play for too long. You have to play in short spurts because, you know, it is pretty repetitive. You know, there's not a whole lot of variety or anything, but it's just pure fun of, you know, you're a zombie, you're eating people's brains, and you're converting them to your army, you're controlling certain vehicles here and there, and yeah, it's just kind of pure fun, you know. And yeah, for October Halloween, it's a great one to play either on the original Xbox or possibly the remaster. This next one is one of my favorites on the original Xbox, and one that's been forgotten for a long time. Even when they did a remaster on Xbox One and made it free, like, people still haven't really checked it out. It might even still be free to this day on there, as there were rumors of a remake happening, and there were trailers for a remake, but then it got cancelled, and then a remaster kind of came out of nowhere. But really enjoyed this game. It's Phantom Dust. So this is kind of like an action sort of game, you know, action arena battle type of game where you're in this kind of arena. It's a post-apocalyptic kind of world, right? And you're kind of figuring out your memories as you go along, because everyone who's in this dystopian kind of area has lost all memories, or most of their memories anyways, and so you're kind of just trying to figure it out. And on the battlefield, you're able to find these orbs which give you different powers, and man, it's just addictive, right? It is super fun. You want to just kind of mix and match, try and use all your different powers, see which ones you like, which ones you might want to avoid, right? And it's just a really cool kind of almost strategy sort of game. Like, yeah, it's a lot of fun, and Phantom Dust goes kind of under the radar a lot, and it's too bad because, yeah, I think it's a really fun game. So check out Phantom Dust. Like, I think it's just, yeah, a wonderful game to play. So this next one is a tactical strategy RPG, and when you think of the best kind of tactical RPGs out there, most people will think of games or franchises like Fire Emblem, Final Fantasy Tactics, Shining Force, things like that. But yeah, this one I think is one of the best too, and has been forgotten for a long time. It's backwards compatible with Xbox One and Series consoles too. Gladius. This is a really cool kind of gladiator Roman type of strategy RPG. You get to recruit a lot interesting people and creatures, right? It's really cool that way, and yeah, you're kind of just doing these gladiator battles. You're just, yeah, kind of training and learning the mechanics, and it's just a lot of fun, and you're just running this, yeah, school of gladiators, and yeah, it was one of my favorite games to play back in the day, and it's still a lot of fun to play to this day. And the Xbox version was the one I would always play, which I didn't have as a kid. I would always play this at a friend's house. He had it, right? I didn't have original Xbox for a long time, but when I got it and was starting to collect games and all that, this was one of the first games I sought out because, yeah, I loved it so much. It's so fun to play, and if you really enjoy tactical RPGs, turn-based ones, this is one to really check out. So if you saw my PS2 video where I talked about PsyOps, well, we have one that's on the Xbox along with PlayStation 2. I don't think it was on GameCube, it might have been, but I don't think so, but it's very similar to PsyOps in the sense of having psychic kind of powers, and yeah, it's just really cool. It's Second Sight. So this game is made by Free Radical Design, guys behind Time Splitters and everything like that, and yeah, really cool game as you're, you know, you awaken from a coma with no memory, you know, typical video game stuff, right? But it's just a lot of fun. You get really cool powers. You get two different type of camera angles. You can have this weird sort of camera follow third person one. I don't really like that, or a different one that plays a lot like a Metal Gear Solid game, right? At least one of the older ones, which I really enjoy. I enjoy playing in that mode, and yeah, it's just really cool. And again, you're trying to reveal the truth. You know, games have done this so many times with the amnesia thing and trying to recover your memories and find out who you are and everything like that, but it's still a really cool game to play and a great one to play during the Halloween season. And this last one isn't exactly an obscure game or anything. I think a good number of people know about it, but again, it's been forgotten a lot throughout time and everything. It's a really cool first-person shooter where you are making choices, and yeah, it's like a Western-themed gothic zombie type of game, and it is Darkwatch. Really cool stuff. It is so fun to play, and you know, you play multiple times because yeah, you're making choices throughout the game, which gives you different paths, right? A good or evil path, and it's just really interesting to play games like this, see where all the paths go, and it's just a game that I love playing over and over again. And it's funny because I didn't even get this game till only like a couple years ago or something like that, and it's one of my favorites, right? It's just a really solid shooter, and one that, yeah, it's too bad it's kind of been forgotten over time because it is so fun, it's so cool, and again, it's a great game to play during the Halloween horror themed season, right? So check out Darkwatch if you haven't. And so those are my 5 picks this week for original Xbox games that I feel are very underrated and a little obscure here and there, right? So yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Let me know what you think. Let me know in the comments what original Xbox games you think are obscurely underrated yourself for me and others to check out. I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments down below. Next week I'm going to do PlayStation 4 games, so look forward to that. And I'll see you next time. I'll see you next week for another obscurely underrated games video and other videos I do on my channel. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. Really appreciate it. Jeez. Really appreciate it. There we go. And I'll see you next time. Alright, thanks everyone. Take care. Hey everyone, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it and I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to like, leave a comment, and subscribe to see more. Hit the notification bell to be notified of any upcoming videos. Also, follow me on Twitter at TotalLevelYT, along with Twitch, also at TotalLevelYT. Or maybe you only stayed for any skits I put in my video. In that case, please stay anyways. I'm so lonely. Alright, take care and have a great rest of your day, everyone.